Yes, my people, big up on yourself, bless up on yourself. This is a video about my shrimp journey. This new hobby that I picked up like 2 years ago and start getting success, and I'm loving it. People, I've been raising fish for a long time, so I understand a little bit how nature works, and I could have created an ecosystem from a small body of water from I was a youngster. I discovered that you could create an ecosystem in a small body of water, and I've been doing it from kid, but I never yet raised shrimp. New type of shrimp. New type of shrimp to me. These are subtropical shrimps. Came from like part of Asia, parts of Africa, and other places. And these one called the boa shrimp, because they would have remind you of a boa snake with the spot. Yeah, and I'm having success. I bought a few shrimps and now I have over 100 shrimp in my tank, and they just continue to breed like babies. They call them shrimplet like crazy. People, I have a little, my throat feel like I'm getting a cold, so my voice is a little bit rough right now, so just listen to the story and don't listen to the tone of my voice. So these are the Caradina shrimp, and my success is amazing. The amount of shrimplet I'm getting right now, and those bigger ones, I start seeing them popping up like around late January, yeah, early February, and now they hold enough having their own babies. They start having eggs also. I believe they take like 3 months before from birth before they can actually breed again. They get big enough to start having eggs. All of these, that one that you're seeing right there with that amazing pattern, were born in my tank. All of these were born in my tank. When I was actually learning how to keep these shrimps, I wasn't having so much success. So the original one then die, but lucky thing, they start bearing shrimplet before they die. And I noticed the shrimplet start getting more of a season to my tank. I use Flu Volstratum for my my substrate, and I put a lot of it. I put like maybe 3 to 4 inches of it in there. Yeah, I don't know, my camera kind of foggy, I don't know why. Yeah, my pH is like 5.2, 5.3, like 5.21, 5.31. You know, the pH go up and down. Like in the daytime it's this pH, and in the nighttime it's a different pH when the light goes out. I think it has something to do with the plants. When the plant give oxygen and when the plant take oxygen. So these are my boa shrimp, and I bought metallic boa shrimp, but I notice is when they get like full adult, change their shell a couple times well before you start really seeing the metallic color. More, they don't born looking metallic, they grow into their metallic color, and they have amazing color, people. You can fall in love with them too. If you like to raise fish. If you was a person who like to have an aquarium and you used to raise fish, trust me, you'll get into the shrimp thing. They come with amazing color. They're very relaxing to watch. They play around, they swim around, they fight, they have their own personality. Every one of them is different. if you pay attention, you will even notice when you don't see a shrimp, because they're different. And even if you have 100 shrimp in the tank, I should say, even if you have 100 shrimp in the tank and you sit in front of the tank and you always notice you shrimp them, when one go missing, you will kind of pick up that, oh, I don't see that shrimp. Even though if you don't name them, I name a few of them though. So if they go missing, I definitely know that I don't see them anymore. That mean them unalive. Yeah, sometimes they live to 2 to 4 years. So sometimes if you don't see them on the setup of my tank, it's possible for them to pass on, and I don't know, and I don't see them, but I will know that they are missing, or that particular one is missing. Yeah. So this is my boa shrimp, subtropical shrimp, and I'm doing it. Like I said, I keep my pH low, 5, way down to 5 to 5.2. Yeah, in that region. 0 ammonia, 0 nitrate, 0 nitrite. Yeah, and that's it. I use filter water because I don't have that system to refilter my water. So I use distilled water, and my distilled water, I'm not promoting no water brand, but it's Pure Life. I try other distilled water, and I think that was why I wasn't having so much success. I used to lose my shrimp then, and still I start trying Pure Life water. And trust me, you don't have to add nothing to Pure Life water, because the water is truly pure, and it comes with 0 TDS all the time. And then I remineralize it with this B shrimp. Yeah, B shrimp GH plus. That's what I remineralize it with. I learn all these things to raise these shrimp on YouTube, you know, from multiple YouTube videos that I watch. So big up all of the shrimp raiser them out there. You see me? Yeah man, all of the man them that I see raising shrimp, big them up. I learned to raise my own shrimp from you guys' videos. And I Google some of the stuff them too. So I'm doing it. I think I got it right. I watch video when they caught these Caridina shrimp in the wild, and I try to mimic their environment. So I give the shrimp them their own comfort, not to just me seeing them all the time, but to them to feel so comfortable where they can truly hide away from me and I can't even see them. I give them that comfort. So I create a system that they're gonna come out when I feed them, majority of them, because some of them have their own personality. Some of them will just stay in the back for a very long time. You see them, but you don't see them clearly. They're not coming to the front. And I'm enjoying these shrimp. And like I say, these shrimp were born in my tank that you see in majority of the original one pass on. Yeah, they pass on. There's only one of the original one that I bought left in the tank. Everything else is their generation. It's their generation. And the other day I watched YouTube video and realized that they can go into a thing called inbreeding, where through they all family, they all blood, they keep breeding, so each other. So I bought like 5 more fresh blood of the same type and put in there. I know them different too when I seen them. But now, from like maybe 12 shrimp starting, I have all these shrimp now, over 100. Some is grown and some is still, they just keep breeding. The numberless babies in there. If you look good, you see babies. If you watch the video good, you see babies crawling around. Some of them is blue bolt or blue steel that I'm gonna take out, of course. I watch YouTube video I see what they does on YouTube video with the shrimp, and I'm following. But the key thing is to keep them in their own environment and keep your water clean. I don't really change my water. I used to change my water early on, and then I watch a couple more YouTube video that I try their style by not changing my water, and I definitely having more success. I test my water to make sure it is zero ammonia, zero nitrate, zero nitrite, and sometimes it go up to like 5 nitrite, but I learned that it is not bad for them. But if I'm not feeling comfortable with it, I'll take out like maybe a gallon of water, 2 gallons of water, and add some fresh distilled water to it. Yeah, of course using my salt, my bee shrimp salt. So yes, people, I'm really having success with these shrimp. Yeah, really having success with these shrimp. These are the boa shrimp. They just have amazing patterns and amazing colors. It's a surprise to see how these shrimp does transform in a different type of color. Like you see in one shrimp and he have this type of color, and then the next minute you see him, sometimes he even look purple, sometimes him look blue, sometimes him look, and it's many different type of color. And the older they get, I notice their color shine more. They elevate more of their color when the more they grow. I'm telling you, I'm enjoying them. I enjoy them more than raising fish. They keep the tank clean with my help, of course, and I don't have to do nothing much. Just take care of my tank. And some people don't raise fish because they said the tank get dirty, they have to clean. It's a lot of work. Nonsense. You just got to create a natural ecosystem. And with Fluval stratum and have my pH so low, I have my own secret. I'm a nature boy. I've been in nature from I was a kid, so I understand how nature work and how I could make my pH stay so low using Fluval stratum, because Fluval stratum is not a soil that really buffer your pH that low. But you could do other things to help it to buffer your water. So what I do to buffer my water with the help of Malaysian snail that actually dig down into the soil and help the soil to breathe and release more of the buffer to buffer the water. I also keep Ramzan snail in there because they help to clean up the tank, the extra food. And I keep the brown one because the white fancy one, they can't handle the low pH. It ruined their shell. Yeah, it ruined their shell. The water is too acidic. So you just use the brown one, they handle it better. Yeah, they handle it better. The brown wild Ramzan snail handle the low pH way better. And just monitor them. And then again, they don't breathe too much in low pH water. They don't breathe too much because they kind of struggle, but they eat, they look comfortable, and they do good. They do good. The brown snail, the brown Ramzan snail, they do the best in low pH water. And then the Malaysian snail, and if you look closer, I put black worm in my tank. A portion of black worm, a few portion of black worms. They burrowed into the sand and they help to aerate the sand. They help to release air and gases from under the substrate and make the water breathe. Enough time I'm sitting here and boom, you see some big bubble going up to the surface of the water from under the substrate. And that happened because the black worms and the Malaysian trumpet snail or under the substrate, aerating the substrate. Especially the black worm, they go further down into the substrate, so they let the substrate use up more of its ability to buffer the water. But you have to be careful or you put black worms in your shrimp tank, because other worms can come in it. So you have to trust the source, or you're raising your own black worms. So you don't want to have no Planaria get into your tank with those type of worms. So you want to know that you have pure black worm and no other type of worms are mixing with it. So just don't go to the pet store and buy a portion of black worms and throw in your shrimp tank, because it could have other pests inside of it. It have to be pure black worms. And sometimes you see the shrimp nibbling on a black worms. They don't really eat the full living black worms, but they, you know, they are alive too. They life, it's life. And sometimes the shrimp get a little piece and you see they nibbling on it. So they have continuously protein. Yeah. And the black worm, surprisingly, the black worm live a long time, because these black worms are in my tank for months now. And I noticed the pH of my water go down low, because the pH used to go reach all 6.1, 6.2, 6.3. And I noticed when I start think and go into my nature brain, I start thinking what could aerate the soil, and I start thinking of earthworm. And I said if earthworm could aerate the soil, that's good for the plant, and earthworm not gonna do well in my tank, then I'm gonna try blackworm. Cause I notice if you notice right there, people, you see one, that's one of the blackworm there, that's another one. Trust me, they go down further. I even see them way down into that part of the substrate. Trust me, they go down so far, and they do such a great job. These are not Planaria, these are not harmful to the shrimp. These are blackworm. They don't eat baby shrimp, they don't eat adult shrimp. They eat the food that I throw in. Even if I throw in mineral junkie, you could actually see in the cause it's white like chalk, you could actually see it inside of them, because they're kind of transparent. So you could see the white dust right inside of their body. So they're very good to aerate your soil, lower your pH. Yeah, they help the soil to release more of its property to lower your pH, buffer your water. So that's nature. So this is all nature. I don't put fertilizer in my tank. My plants, them are doing well. These are my Bruciphilanga. I noticed they bloom underwater. Yeah, they bloom underwater. Bruciphilanga, if I'm calling the name correct. And I have those up there. Then I have my moss, Christmas moss, and my, I think that's tears drop moss. I'm not sure. I have a couple more plants in there, but they're mostly in the back. That was a mistake planting that tree right there. But the guy told me that it bloomed underwater, and I never yet seen it bloom. If anybody know this plant and the name of it, type it in the comment section, please. Because it never bloomed and it's just spreading, and I don't know how I'm gonna move it without disturbing my substrate. Because people, you cannot disturb your substrate. There's a lot of gas under that substrate that contain ammonia, contain nitrate, contain all of these type of chemical, and if you disturb your substrate too much and release those gases in your water, your tank could crash. Yeah, you start losing shrimp. Ammonia in your water, you have to do a quick water change, all that stuff. So advice, do not disturb your substrate. It put ammonia in your water, put nitrate and nitrite in your water. But if you leave it as it is and make the worms and the Malaysian snails them do their job, trust me, they do it naturally without polluting your water. So I am raising Caradina shrimp, subtropical shrimp, and I'm having success raising them. Success. They breeding like crazy. Yeah, like crazy. And I learned most of it on the internet, how to raise these shrimp, their environment, the type of water, the temperature that you keep them. I keep them at 72 constantly because I put them on a cooler system. That's if the water go over 72, it's gonna cool it back down. Yeah, it's gonna cool down back. Yeah, it's gonna come right back down. People, remember, I'm a Jamaican. I'm trying to talk clear English. Some can understand what I'm saying, but then the Jamaican I go kick in sometime. I go back in my patois style. You see me? But I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. That shrimp was born in my tank. One of that shrimp was born like I said, January, late January, early February. Those two shrimp that you see on there. That's a Kallax bag. It breeds biofilm. What is biofilm? If you put down a glass of water for a few hours, on the side of the glass, it's gonna get slimy. Even if you can't notice that with your eye, if you put it down long enough, you could feel it with your finger. That slime where biofilm create that slime. It's a tiny micro bacteria that you can't see, and they love that bacteria. So that's biofilm, and that bug creates a lot of biofilm. That bug is very slimy right now, and they're eating the bacteria from it. I don't have to feed them much when they're eating that. And I love this one. This brand, I'm not advertising nothing, but this brand, let me show you now this brand. And they're not paying me to do this either. They're not paying me to do this, but I'm gonna show which one I use. This one, this brand. I don't know if you could see it. You see me? Complete, and it's bio bags. Yeah, and you say it was created by professional shrimp breeder, but I tried Kallax ball too, the original one with the little band on it, that mark, but they don't enjoy it so much. This one, they enjoy it so much they fight. And it do not pollute your water. You don't have to soak it for 3 days, 4 days. You just drop it in your tank. It let off the little, I don't know. It looked to me like if it's barley or some type of the same type of peas that they use to make the snowflakes. I'm not sure what's in type of it, what ingredients, but they're kind of secretive with the ingredients. But the shrimp, they love it. They enjoy it. They never leave it. I never look on that bag since I put it in my tank and don't see a shrimp on it. And it could last in your tank for a month. For a month. But I keep it for 3 weeks because I notice when I keep it for 1 month, it starts smelly. So I keep it for like 3 weeks and throw it out, and I don't put it in back until 3 weeks time. I leave it out of the tank for another 3 weeks and put it back. And I'm having success. My boa shrimp are breeding, burying like all the time, having young ones like all the time. They're just following up behind each other. You see big ones, you see tiny ones, you see tiny ones. You see some of them is so tiny you can't even see them on my camera. They're there though, peeking here, and now you got to penetrate in the tank very well, and then you see them coming out. Some very tiny one like they just hatched yesterday. But yes, people, you can do it to try it. It's a great hobby. You love to raise fish in your aquarium, you're gonna love raising shrimp also. Probably you're gonna enjoy raising the shrimp them more. Don't get too obsessed on this hobby because it will make you full your house of beer tank. Because they have shrimp that look different, and you can separate them and create different patterns, different colors. So you can get one set of shrimp and have all Later on in life, you have from those one set of shrimp, you can have different patterns and have they become different names. Because shrimp mutate, shrimp evolve. That's the good thing with shrimp. They mutate and they also evolve in a short period of time. Yeah. So I don't know all about shrimp, but what I know, I'm sharing. So big up all of the shrimp ABS them. ABS, as some if you call it. I don't know. ABS. Big up all of the shrimp raiser them out there. This is my little new hobby. I'm doing well. Yes, people. I loving the colors them, the pattern them. Sometimes some of my shrimp them look like they have a different face in the pattern. Sometimes they look like they have a person in the pattern. Sometimes they look like they have even a skull head in the pattern. Like the color and the patterns are so cool. I'm telling you, you don't even see colors yet because these shrimps are still pretty young. Because like I said, they were born like maybe 4 in January. So do the math. Yeah. They're coloring up very well. That one scared by the phone. They see me very well. I clear my front glass. That's the only glass I clean. That's how I can video them. So that one gets scared a while ago off the phone. See the jump back. Yes, people, this is my new hobby. Loving it. People, the closest I ever came to raising this type of creature, shrimp like, I had a blue crayfish. I was lucky to get him and have him in a tank with some African cichlid, because that crayfish love kind of alkaline water. And I got him in that tank and he's growing. He was getting big, and one time he changed, and when I came back in the house, I only see one of his pincher inside of my African cichlid mouth, and slowly going down. Yeah, they feed on him. He changed and got soft, and they eat him. And that was the closest back then. When I'm raising fish, I come to raising creepy crawly shrimp. And it was a crayfish. It wasn't really shrimp. Not a crayfish, a lobster. They call it blue lobster. It was a blue lobster, and he was really growing. I had him in the right environment. The high pH water, the alkaline, more for alkaline water. But these shrimp are acidic water. And the lower the pH, it's better for them, but too low can also affect the whole tank. You don't want your pH to go all the way down to 4, you know, because it can jump below. When your pH is 5, it can easily jump to 4. And when it jump to 4, they maybe not drop out, they maybe not unalive, but it affect them in some way, and it affect the whole tank, the bacteria in the tank and all these things. Because I don't think it really breed regular bacteria when the pH is this low. Some different type of bacteria. When the pH is like 6, it breed regular bacteria. But then when it way down below 6, it's a different type of bacteria. So people, this is my shrimp journey story. I'm sharing with all of the people who like aquarium, who into their Aquarius hobby to raise fish or shrimp. I'm sharing my experience trying out the Caridina shrimp. Yeah, and I go hard. I didn't go like some people start out with like the cherry shrimp, which I did. I did try cherry shrimp first, and I convert the tank into cherry shrimp is the Neocaridina, and these are the Caridina. And I transfer my shrimp tank into a Caridina shrimp because I don't have no patience. Yeah, I don't have no patience. I don't have that patient to wait. I just feel like I can get it because I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, anything I set my mind out to do, I will do. I tried. Give me a little bit of problem first, but then I got it. And now they can't stop breeding. Them breed like rabbit. No, them breed like shrimp. My boa, them breed like shrimp. They're very healthy. These are homebred. I did not raise these shrimp to sell. But if they breed so much, maybe I have to sell them to make space. Cause no sir. Them breeding like crazy people. Them breeding scarily like which part me I go keep so much shrimp. So any people out there when me start cry out, wanna come take some off my hand. I'll put them up on the internet. I swear. Just they're breeding like crazy. And I don't know how to stop them from breathing. Oh my goodness. How can I stop my shrimp them from breathing so much? They're gonna fill my tank. This is only a 13-gallon tank, people. But I have so much shrimp in there. But I notice there's a lot of space. That's a lot of space. So yes, this is my shrimp journey, people. And till next time, I'll do a next shrimp video. If you wanna like it, I wanna leave comment in the comment section. For all the shrimpers out there, big up on yourself. You guys teach me well. And now I'm on my own, raising my shrimps. There's a lot of shrimps out there, people. Different type. You could try whichever one suit your eyes. I like the boers, so I try them. If you're telling the truth, people, the boer them that I put in my tank, when I bought them, they were more colorful than these. But their generation, I hope when they get older, they have more colors. Because I know that this color can get brighter. So I learned how to selectively breed them. So I'm on that right now. I'm selectively breeding them, but I need a lot first before. I only have like maybe 100 shrimp right now, and some of them is tiny in the number. So I'm waiting to have like maybe 150 shrimp. Then I start my selective breeding. I have a second tank that I'm gonna put the one them that's not eye suitable up there, because I have some shrimp up there too. It's mixed. But this one down here, where I'm gonna keep just my eye suitable boas. All the pretty one is gonna be down here. The high grade one, the SSSSS Walipa S. Cause I'm good at this. I'm a real nature boy. I know once I try. Yeah. Hear my little son in the background, so he's a nature boy too. Look at that. Look at that pattern. My goodness. I'm saying look better than the snake boa. You're teaching the snake boa how to create patterns. Oh my goodness. Yes, Papa. Yeah, I have a little bit of fish over here, people. Because I told you, fish was the original thing I really raised. This tank is a mess. That's assassin snail. Yeah, of course, he only stay in the fish tank. I don't put him in my shrimp tank, none at all. I don't have enough snail in my shrimp tank. He's gonna unalive all of them, eat them up. So I do not put him in my shrimp tank. I keep him in the fish tank. Because you see, in the fish tank don't have no snail, people. Because of those assassin snail. These assassin snail keep this fish tank clean of snail. And it got shrimp in there. Cherry shrimp. I put some cherry shrimp in there. They're not cherry anymore. They look brown. black, all different type of color. I think they get wild. I think they go back to the wild color, but you're not gonna see them people. Enough hiding place, but you never see a baby. Those fish make the baby them disappear. But adult in there, I saw them just the other day. So in all, I have 3 tank. 2 of them, all 3 have shrimp in it, but 1 of them is actually for fish. Because, yeah, that's the fish I start off with. Those are the fish I start off with before I start raising shrimp. Start loving it more. You see, the tank is way more pretty compared to the fish tank. And then I have a shrimp tank up here. It's not so bad. It's a planted tank also. See there, people. It's a planted tank. It's not so bad. Look, but I got shrimp in there.
You got a lot of fish tanks.
The shrimp tanks now. I got cherry shrimp up there. I got Caradina plus Neo Caradina in this tank. I don't see any. They're right there. Where are they? They're hiding right now. One is way around there in the back. If you see that, that's a boa that I took from the tank down here. His legs was clear. Most of his leg was clear. So I put him over here. Because I don't use the one them that I like the one them that full color. I have a spider legs and all of that all the way to the tip. If they only have color halfway on their legs, I take them from the pack and put them in the other tank up there. And if they have any clear spot in their shell, I take them out also. I don't want no clear, I want full color from body all the way to the tip of their toes. Their toes must look like spider, like a spider. You see that, people? So their legs look like a spider leg. That's what I'm breeding for. Spider leg and rich color. Spider legs and rich color. So this is Ali B, aka Alpha, sharing my shrimp video and my shrimp journey. Excuse me for the camera, I'm using my phone, so you know it's kind of rocky. It's a good phone though. Yeah, it's a good phone. It's a Galaxy phone. It's a good camera, but there is settings to make it look more beautiful. But excuse me for the graphics. I'm just sharing my hobby for anyone out there who interested to try it. And these shrimp are not too cheap, people, so you could try cheaper shrimp. These shrimp kind of pricey, but you know, I'm a Jamaican. We always make deals. Yeah, we always make these. So this is the end of this shrimp video. If you enjoy it, let me know in the comment section. And you know, you could always link me up if you would like to try. I could make a video teaching you guys what I do from beginning to this that to this that I have right now. Yeah, I could give you some tips, but I learn it out there. I just combine it and create my own style. Yeah, no water change. Shrimps are breeding like crazy, and I learned that on the internet that you don't really have to change your water. You just have to keep it clean, just the way they like it, because it's only one water. It's not two water, it's one water. Sometimes it's dirty, sometimes it's clean, but it don't go nowhere. It just go right around the circle and come back right to you. It's one water. The water from the latching, the water from the dirty puddle out there, the water in the river, the water in the sea is just one water. Can carry different type of stuff, salt, different minerals, but it's the one water, circle and come around. It recycle and come back to you. So if you can keep this water that you have here clean, it is the same water. Sometimes it's clean enough to drink, sometimes it's too dirty to drink, but it's one water. So you don't have to keep changing the water because it's one water. You have to learn how to keep the one that you have clean, very clean. Because changing the water, yeah, you're putting in a cleaner version of it, but it's the same water. All you have to do is keep yours clean, and you don't have to change it. And there is filter to do it. I have a different type of tank that really help me to keep my water clean. Let me show you now. The tank is, I think, is a Fluval tank, and it have its own filter built into it over there. So I use a pump, I use a cooler system back there. You're not gonna see it way down there. I use a skimmer back there to because it don't, it's using the same water, but the top, I don't want the top to be growing all this type of flaky stuff on it. So I use a skimmer around there, and I kind of customize this tank because the little part that they create the water to get back there to create the filter, they was kind of big, so I cover them with mesh, small mesh, that's my baby don't escape back there. I use sponge up there because those are the slit to create the filter. Shrimp could have go through them, so I use a type of sponge that cover those holes close, so the water soak through the sponge and keep the shrimp into the tank and not behind the filter, because it's dangerous back there. There's a pump back there, it's going to pull them in and crush them. So I use I keep floating plant, which is very essential for your aquarium. I monitor it, don't make it get too big in my tank, keep it a small place. If it's spreading out, I take some out, and it take a while. I don't remember the name of this plant, of this floating plant, but I know if there's like nitrate in my tank, like 5% nitrate, it get really purple. So I know to test my water. It like a tester for my water to signal me that something wrong with my water. The nitrite or the nitrate have something to do with the color. Right now, everything is 0. I know when I need to test, because the purple color get much brighter. But right now, people, yes, like I said, success. I keep a little bit of plant in the back, help me to keep my tank clean. Yes, people. And I don't change water, like I said, and I learn it on the YouTube, and it's really true, it's working. Do not change your water. It make your shrimp breed more. They like consistent, so you have to keep your water. And if you change your water, you keep changing stuff. It's not just the water you change. You change your pH, you change your TDS. I keep them to a 118, all the way 115 to 120 TDS. And if you change your water, you keep changing your TDS, you keep changing your pH. You can keep the same consistent TDS, but you cannot keep the same pH when you change your water. It's going to change, and you can't do nothing about it until it go back to where it was. So, and they like stable. They like to be stable. They like to be keeping one consistent type of water. It's better for them, less stress. So I don't touch my water. If you were changing your water and it was working for you, then continue to do so. But I don't change my water and it's working for me. I do top up. Yeah, I do top up. I maybe need like half a gallon of top up right now, but it's good. No rush. Because I notice if the water evaporate too much out, the pH, the TDS also get higher, because the salt go nowhere. And yes, people, once in a while, I'll take out like a couple of gallon or a few gallon of water just to remineralize my water with the salt, to just refreshing the minerals in it. So that's the only reason I will change some of my water, just to put some fresh minerals in it. And I make sure I mix it into a separate bucket, match the TDS that's in the tank, and then I take out some and put back the same number of TDS that I took out of the tank in my water. So yes, people, this is my Boa Caridina shrimp. They are metallic and they are gonna come. So bless upon yourself, big upon yourself. Until next time. This video is long. Wow. I'm loving it. You will love it too.